What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Getting our recap here for Thursday, last one of the week. As we sit up here on the 15-minute, you'll see that we did put in that seek and destroy that we were looking for. High, lower, low, high, lower, low. We spoke about how if we can close below this swing low here, right, with displacement and leave behind it for value gap, we would actually expect price to continue to run lower. And we do get a little deeper retracement just into our 15-minute fair value gap, right, that 8:30, or excuse me, that midnight level like we spoke about. And eventually we hold from there, and we do attack that low one more time. And we just continue to dig now into this dealing range from low to high here. So if I were to bring up kind of the range of that, drag it out a little bit so we could see. Right, we hit that midpoint here first, then we get that retracement. Now we've broken underneath it, right? We've hit the cord level. We'll see if we don't want to continue to gravitate actually into that low. Here now on a lower time frame. This morning we were looking at, right, whether or not we wanted to take this high or complete this seek and destroy and actually attack sell side here. So what we were watching was, now here on a 5-minute chart, we were watching both of these 5-minute fair value gaps here, right? So this one, as well as just this higher time frame one here as well. So as I go back to lower time frames, we'll see those transposed here now. We said how if we're going to close underneath the 5-minute, that we would probably continue lower for that sell side. And notice, right, we have a 1-minute overlapping. So this was our area of interest, this 1 minute paired with the 5-minute. So I'm really just going to go ahead and, right, make it one thing here, refine this. So we were really looking at this area. We saw price hold it once, right? We try to get above it with this volume imbalance. We immediately trade back below, kind of classifying this as now an inversion. And once we saw this candle try to push up and through, create the bullish volume imbalance. But once again, just like here, right, we create that bullish volume imbalance. We trade back underneath, immediately rejecting and close beneath this fair value gap. So when we did that while creating now a new bearish volume imbalance, this is when we were confirmed to go short. And actually a lot of you ended up catching this short as well, so that was nice, right? Entering on the volume imbalance, stop just above that fair value gap because we understand it will not trade back up into that, right? Or should not get higher than that. And we were simply targeting that sell side, which gave us a nice 5-handle ends model here this Thursday. We saw now as we hit that sell side, continue to trade lower, right? We're putting in 3 drives, 1, 2, 3 drives. We break back above a volume imbalance. We then end up using that as support. And we create the YouTube model here paired with a breaker, right? Short-term low cleared. Oh, short-term low. Followed by a run higher, right? Break in structure with displacement, volume imbalance, and fair value gap. On the way up now, we saw this opportunity and we were able to capitalize that right into this volume imbalance. So we get out on the volume imbalance here, able to stack a position within this small fair value gap. So once we hold this YouTube setup, breaker block, right, 3 drives reversal, we go ahead and add another one and we offset it really right at that volume imbalance, which was nice. We had wanted to see, right, this fair value gap here paired with the midnight level, because notice we never traded into that equal highs. So we spoke about how if we're going to start closing above an equilibrium of this range here, from high to low, if we're going to close above equilibrium here, we would expect price to continue to run into that midnight level. You see we do get a slight retracement after hitting this premium. But into the lunch session, right, we do continue to really trade higher. We could see once again we have more opportunities, right? Clearing short-term lows, returning into discounts, creating new discounts that can be used, fair value gap here. Right, as we break higher, once again, another fair value gap that can be used. So you see plenty of opportunities to ride this as we continue higher. Ultimately, we do get the trade back into that midnight level, and that happens during lunch. Right, so we create some short-term lows prior to lunch. Lunch runs up into the midnight. We reject heavily. And we actually had another nice shorting opportunity here that we took advantage of, right, that I could share with you now. So we see this volume imbalance, But we're understanding that we have just cleared short-term highs. We've hit a premium. Price is going to want to reverse, and it's going to want to do it aggressively. So as we create this new volume imbalance here, we enter right on that, right stop above this candle. And our objective is really just this sell side target resting here. So 5 handles, sell side back into a discount. Right, so trading back into the range, and that was a nice setup. Right, so after we take that short, that was really all we had for the day for me, but we'll go ahead and take a look at what happened. Right, once we hit that sell side, notice how we consolidate. Right, so really choppy the remainder of lunch and that really first half hour of the afternoon. We do actually get a release, right, and actually trade lower, which is nice. You'll notice we can even frame up a little YouTube model. Not as clean, but the framework still works. Equal highs here ran. Followed by, right, this one candle counts as a swing low, break in structure. Got micro market structure here, and right, we return into that fair value gap perfectly, so that's real nice. From there, right, we create now another fractalized YouTube model. Notice that. So we already have an entry we're looking for, and as we tap into that entry, we create another model here of clearing a short-term high, breaking that low, and leaving behind another fair value gap to enter on. And this is why I often say, right, you should never have FOMO, because say you miss this entry, price always gives you, not always, but more often than not, if you know what you're doing, you're going to have another opportunity to enter. And you see that here, even here as well, another one. All right, so many opportunities to enter within this price leg lower. Ultimately, we just retrace to attack more sell side, right? So if we go to a higher time frame, we spoke about how on Tuesday we created a lot of swing points on this run higher, right? All these swing points in here. So today we were just coming out to clear all of these swing lows, and you'll see we return right into that same 4-hour fair value gap that we were really monitoring all week. If I drag this out, right, notice this swing low paired with it. Drag both of these levels out, and look how beautifully we hit that, right? So we sell off, create some nice sell opportunities into, right, this sell side here. Once we hit that sell side, this is during power hour, we just get a slight reversal, but not too much from there. Right, you'll see during power hour, pretty choppy, but we still get this little setup. As we often say, right, fractalized setups. Short-term high cleared. Right, break in structure here. And also here, right? So this one's a little more sloppy, right? We could even use this swing here as well. But regardless, now we have a tiny fair value gap that gets left behind, and that's all price needs, right, to return into. So we create that, return up into there, and give us one more opportunity to enter before finally delivering. And look at the way we hesitate on that 4-hour fair value gap first. Real beautiful to see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Return into another short-term premium before finally giving it up and attacking that sell side. You'll see that we create the reversal pattern, breaker block, a YouTube model, and we even give us a quick little opportunity here to get long into market close, if that's something that you were looking for. Right, understanding, notice that 350 candle pushing right up and through that buy side. This is a setup that we like, right? Higher time frame fair value gap, YouTube model, sell side liquidity resting just above an inefficiency. So a lot of things lining up for a good entry here. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for today. Nice day overall. Right, clean shorts here this morning. And it was nice because you actually saw, right, us kind of switch our bias in real time. So from going to potentially bullish to understanding when that bullish idea becomes invalidated here, and we're able to switch into shorts and ride those shorts perfectly into sell side. So good day overall. Remember, I'll be gone tomorrow, right? Take Fridays off. If you are looking to trade tomorrow, I would just want to see really what we continue to do around this 4-hour fair value gap. I feel as if we can find support here and create buy setups that we may want to return into this 1-hour fair value gap here. Right, as far as like on a daily chart, we've actually closed on the low. Notice that. So we have completely closed in this daily fair value gap here, and we closed right on its low. So I'll just continue to monitor how that level right there really treats us, but that'd be something that But we'll have to see when we come back on Monday. But yeah, thanks for just sitting in this week, fellas. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Pretty good week overall. So until we talk again on Monday, have a good weekend, and we will speak soon. See you guys.